Morning. Here we go again. I've always thought one of the things about trying to be a good tradesman is managing your mess and rubbish. And I see so many people who'll do a nice job, but you see them in people's houses and that lot, or at work, and the mess they make is unreal, and they will not clean up, or they leave it for somebody else. And I always think that spoils the part of being a tradesman. So when I've tried to do all my building work here, I've always worked hard at minimising mess and trying to keep clean. So all my timber work I've always cut outside. But the past couple of weekends I've had wet weather, and I've tried so hard not to be cutting in the bungalow just because dust and mess everywhere. I want to try and minimise that. So it's given not a good weekend again. So I just thought, bugger it, get it. So I've bought this. I've bought myself an M-class dust extractor, and I've got that connected to my saw, and it'll connect to my table saw and my router and circular saw and some other bits which I've got. So I'm going to give it a whirl. It's got the power takeoff so that when you plug it in it starts, and then it automatic, and then it runs for 7 seconds when you turn your machine off. So I just thought I'll give it a go, and if it gets rid of 90% of the dust out of the machine, you know, the other 5% I'll deal with. So I'm going to get set up and we'll give it a whirl. Oh, and Headley, I know I said I'd show my car, but it's raining, so I don't want to bring her out while it's raining. So whether it's this video or another one, I hadn't forgotten. Well, it's sucking up some of the dust. I'll just see how I go on. It's definitely sucking up some of the dust. So my cylinder cupboard where I was going to put all the electrics, I've decided against putting the fuse board in there because the electrician, it's not fair on him, is it? He needs room to do his job and one thing or another. So I'm going to build a cupboard up there, which will do for the fuse board. So because I've got heat pipes under here, what I'm going to do the base of the cupboard like that, and I'm going to stick that down, and then I'll do another base, if you like, to carry my walls on top of this. I just want to minimise anything going through the screed, and then I've got no risk of any damage. It's good stuff, is this sticks all. Got a bigger nozzle in it. And that rain's coming down outside. It's still not catching all the dust, but if I go steadier with the cutting, it's catching hell of a lot more. And if I want to keep on top of it, I can pull that off there, put that on, turn the hoover from auto onto on and just hoover it up. That's a good job on the slim. Not bothered about that horizontal one. I'll turn that off. So then that's where we are on the bottom. And that's where, and that's where I want to be on the top. So we'll get that sorted. God, I ain't got enough hands. Battery went flat on my GoPro. Just show you this. My son brought this round for me to try. He says, oh, you'll find this handy, because I have a power bank, but this is a bigger one. Mine's tiny, but it comes with little mini crocodile clips and it'll bump a car off. And it's only like the size of 2 cigarette packets. We once drove to Switzerland and one of the cars had a problem with the battery, and mine bump started his car every day for the holiday. It was brilliant. But this is a Ridge Monkey one. I just plugged my GoPro into there, and this will charge up an iPhone something like 16-17 times, and a laptop 5 or 6 times. I'm talking from memory there, you'll have to have a look. But this is, James was right, it's such an handy thing. I seem to have had it for months. He hasn't asked for it back yet, and he knows it's here, but thank you very much. So yeah, so my battery went flat. So what let me show you what I'm doing. Oh, let me move that level out of the way. So I need somewhere for the fuse box. I could have put it in that other cupboard, but I thought, right, I'll put it somewhere else, just for ease, because the meter cabinet's behind there. And if your mains cable, I think it's, if it's is it 2 meters from the meter box? It's then classed as a sub-mains, so it needs to be different again, I think. So anyway, it suits it here. But I didn't want to make a boxing in, so what I'm doing, floor to ceiling cupboard, then the meter cabinet's going to go halfway up. So I'll put that in a cupboard, its own separate cupboard, then there'll be a cupboard underneath and a cupboard at the top, and I'll line it all out with MDF and paint it all out so it looks nice. So I've put a full timber up against the wall so I can get it plumb and fastened back. I'm just using my offcuts just to beef it up, so that'll be 100mm, so it'll allow for, you know, plasterboard on and then an MDF surround. Done these like this, so I didn't want to fasten into the floor because of the pipe, so I've glued that one, fastened that one through there, then I've used this one to plumb up this post here, this corner, and now I'm going to nail another one on here upright, so that's the same width as there. Well, it will be when I nail one on there, and then this gives me depth to get my skirting round, and then to pull that plumb, I'll put my 8-foot level up there like that. You can just see, look, there's a little gap there, 2 or 3mm. So I'll clamp that at the top and bottom just so it's there. Take a measurement and put a noggin across, but make it 3mm bigger than where it is now, so that'll push that side right. And I'm going to put it at the height where it'll form a shelf, a cupboard for this fuse box. So then that'll pull that straight. And then if I need to put something in there just to pull, mind you, it's solid, you know, I can. I'll clamp this on only because I've got some clamps handy and it'll just free up my hand. So I'll stick one at the bottom and one at the top. Look, so I'll just clamp that at the top, one at the bottom. That's not bad, look. Well, that's not bad there at all, is it, look? So that's where I'm gonna put the top of the noggin. I've just squared it round. But for having a square, I've got a couple of these, one bigger. So it's like a mini speed square. But having this lip on here is brilliant because you can just, it catches and you know you're square then, you know, because it's got that edge on it. Really, really good at these. Put that there like that, I can just rest it against my square so it don't push up. Just so that's nice. Yeah, that's nice up there. Right then, that's what I'm doing with that for now. So I've raised up the floor inside so that it's not like a well. I'll carpet that or vinyl it, and then that'll have an MDF side, an MDF side and an MDF back. This will be where the fuse cabinet goes, but I've left a gap there so that where we drill through for the wires, they can come up behind the back, and then the wires come up here, so I've left a gap there as well for the cables to go up, and they'll go up there, run over the top, and then they've got to go over that cupboard. So I'll have to see what best route is, and then the top one will be all MDF'd out, and I'll put doors on them. But the doors I'll have hidden hinges and magnetic catches so that you don't see any handles or anything like that. All you have to do is pull them at the side or give them a press, and then they'll pop open and they look really clean and tidy. So I'm pleased with that. I'm going to I'll show you something else. I routed that out the other day, and where that goes, see that? That goes over the top like that. So then these will be on cups and screws. Then that'll lift off, and I can get to all my fixings, what I need for this, unscrew it all and take all this post out for any repairs to the cylinder and that lot. So I've just put another row of noggins up there. And there's what I forgot about. So I think that's them all in. I've had head torch on today. It's been like black hole local cutter in here. Well, I've had some lights on where I've been cutting. I've had them on. But it's been lousy. I've very pleased with that. It doesn't catch everything. You know, you can see there's sawdust, but it catches an awful lot. So the dust what's there I can manage, and I could have managed with it all, but I just don't want to get everywhere in here blathered with dust. I don't want to be working in it, and I don't want it. So really pleased with it, and I'll show you what else I've been on with. So it's round here at the back, and the only thing it means is I've got to get my bloody mixer back out again. Here, let me show you. Are you ready? People, got the shed in. The thing, these aren't blooming tannalised, or the sill, which I'm a bit disappointed about. You know, the frame, so I'll have to treat that. But it's been raining, so everything's wet. These windows open. I wasn't going to bother with windows because of where it is, but I just thought I'll have them, and it just what's it do? Just lets a bit of light in. Because of my paving slabs were coming an inch below the bottom of that black, and it's quite, so you'd only see the top inch of that concrete block. So I've had a change of plan of what I'm going to do here. So originally the pavers were coming round at that level, and I was going to build a step in that corner to get up there to maintain the air source heat pump. Excuse me. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put some either slabs on edge to be kept away from that black, some slabs on edge, or I might build a wall. I need to retain it, and on that wall and have this as a full raised platform here, the height to step nicely in there, and I'll put a lower step either here or just on this corner, because I'm not happy about stepping out of a door straight away onto a step. So I might have it as all a high platform, and then just have a step up in this corner. If you follow all that, now we can extend that drain down to there and get a gully in ready for putting down pipes on. And I've got a drain under there I want to extend to have a gully at this side, and I can start to bring all this round to formation, all the final level, and sort all this out, and all down here. But I'll do that when I feel like it. I keep plodding on, but you know what I mean. So got that up. Right, I'm going to get all cleaned up inside now. On my YouTube, Edley asked me to show my little car in my next video, and I showed him I would, told him I would. I haven't been out because it's been raining. It's been raining all day, but I'll just show you. There she is there. Buttercup. She's not the cleanest at the moment. Well, she's not. That's Buttercup. Buttercup. She's not a bad old thing. Drove her to Italy a few years ago. That was fantastic. Comfiest car I've ever had. There you go, Edley. That was for you. Come close to selling her a couple of times. I came really close a few months ago, and then my son came up. He had a play with her. Anyway, she's still here. But this dust extractor, I've just moved the saw. I haven't swept up yet. That's what's on the floor. You know, I'm well impressed with it. Doesn't catch 100%, but it's really, really good. Hell of a hose lead on it. You can use it as a vacuum. I've just used it on the saw, and it's really powerful. There's your power takeoff. So you plug this into the mains, you plug your tool in there, and then when you turn your tool on, it starts automatic. You can use it as an ordinary hoover, and you can alter the suction from a little bit to a lot. Then you've got auto, where you can alter the suction from a little bit to a lot. And then this alters your alarms, so you set this for the diameter of your pipe, and it monitors what you're doing, and if there's not enough air to suck everything up, the alarms start going on the hoover. So it's very nice piece of kit. I've just ordered an adapter. It doesn't come with the floor cleaning stuff, you know, one of these, but I've got 2 or 3 of them. So my little Henry, what I use, I've just ordered a 32 to 38mm adapter, so that I can use that with all my Henry gear. And then the bag what comes with it, inside it's a disposable bag, so there's a company what I've used in the past who make hoover bags with zips. That's where I've had me Henry ones from in the past. So I'll get them to make me a bag with a zip on, so that I'm not using disposable bags all the time. I can just keep tipping it out. Really, really pleased with it. So I think tomorrow I'm going to lower this ceiling in here, because what I've got, that goes to a vent for the extractor on the roof. So I haven't got I need somewhere, a space to mount the extractor and all its gubbins. So what I'm thinking of doing is that timber there, I'm gonna cut some insulation out, some pockets of insulation out against the rafter, and I'm gonna run some timbers across here. I'll put a bearer on there. Do I need a bearer? Yeah, I will. So I'll run a bearer on there, and I'll run some timbers along and lower the ceiling. I think I'll do that tomorrow. And then that's another job out the way. Keep finding these little jobs. If I had a dog, I'd be able to walk around the garden and say that too. I keep finding all these little jobs. I like jobs like this because it's Sunday morning. It's about 7:30, 25 past 7. I've been out here since 6:30, but I didn't want to make any noise, so I set all my leads up and my saw and everything else, and I thought, right, let me go do a little bit. Mo's so wary of the neighbours on a Sunday. So I've cut all my pockets, and then the one at the end I'm going to nail to the wall. So I've put a pencil mark level with the top of that timber at both ends, and I'm just going to twang a chalk line across so that I know where to sit the bottom of my piece of timber. These are what I'm going to put up there, little mini joist hangers. Pleased I had them. I can just sit them up there and sit them on, and it just makes it easy for me. I've put that one up. I put a square line on there, so I've put that side to the square, and then I can sit it in here and just nail that to it and then tack that, because I hate it when you see them all twisted and bloody everything else. Right, I'm going to work my way along now. doing that. And then I need to get all the foam back in and everything all tidied up. This is one of them instances where it pays to check before you nail. I bloody hang on the wrong side of the line. Bloody twist, I've nailed it all up and everything. And the right buggers to get out these twist nails. Still, best get it out. I'll have to sort it out. Don't forget to bend or knock over your nails. Yeah, knock them over or pull them out. Last thing you want to be doing is standing on them. I'll do them in a minute. Right, let's start again. Just tuck that up and I can blooming check this time. Right, so I've done that. Got them up. I need to cut that piece of 2x2 out there. Maybe some of the insulation, because I want a better bend on that duct to get it into where into the fan. I want the air to be more free flowing. You know, if you have a big bend in it, it's not going to work as efficiently. Ta-da! Well, that's me done for today. I was going to just put a coat of paint on the shed, but it still feels damp, so I'm not going to do that. I've got all these pockets to sort out, but I need to trim all them pieces back down. But I want some expanding foam so I can make good, and I haven't got any, so I'll pick some up after work tomorrow or on my way to work. I can just do that on an evening. So I think my plan is I'm going to go do my washing, get on my work clothes, wash ready for tomorrow. So that sounds like a plan. And find something to eat, but because I know I've got some cheese in and an egg, and I think that's about it. I need to go shopping. So egg on cheese it is. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and maybe picked up some tips what not to do too, because it works both ways. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.